Hello, and welcome to the Studio Demands It, and an exercise in creative thinking where we will conceptualize and pitch we'll craft a film or a series based on the demands from one of you listeners acting as a hypothetical Hollywood overlord. As professional screenwriters ourselves and massive cinephiles. This is why you should do this. We talk movies all the time. And we'd like to believe that we can meet any demand thrown at us. We will be your screenwriters for this episode. I'm TC DeWitt, really. And joining me as always, this is across from me right here is Jim. Definitely not in TC's body, Brzezilek. Hello, Jim. Well, come on.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't do it.
You can't do a TC impression?
No, I can't. No.
Yes. So.
That's what I sound like to. That's what I sound like to you. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I can do better. There's a little more. A little more Charlie Day in the midst here. Oh my God. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm TC. That's Jim. This is a screenwriting show. What are you in?
I'm just thinking of what was going through my head to do as an impression of
me.
You. Yes.
Oh my God. David, our beloved godfather of this show, apparently does an impression of me that I've never seen.
Yeah.
I've walked into the room just after he's done it and got a big laugh forever. However, I just walked into a room and he's obviously he's my friend. I've known him for my whole life practically, but he won't do his impression of me to me.
That's your impression of me. I understand.
No, you're way more eloquent and use $5 words, and that was my on the spot realizing that's how I should have opened the show.
Sure.
Because today we're doing Body Swap, Jim.
Body Swap Jim.
Body Swap Jim.
That sounds like a terrible knockoff comic book character.
Body Swap.
I'm Body Swap Jim.
Yeah, you'd probably get away with it more if you didn't announce it every time you walked into a room. Oh my God, it's Batman! No, it's not. It's Body Shop. Body Swap.
Body Swap Jim, not to be mistaken with Body Shop Jim. Different guy, makes way more money.
You know what I noticed about Jim's comic book creations? He'll create something like Spider's Web, and then his bad guy is Spider Webs. And did you notice he came up with Body Swap Jim, and his bad guy was just Body Shop Jim? You know he came that up because he just said the word wrong.
These are gold. These characters, they would make a mint.
Body Shop.
Body Swap is a third character entirely.
Body Shot Jim.
And that's a fourth. Stop making the characters. I can't incorporate all of them.
We have a Jimstis League of characters.
We are the Jimstis League. They don't agree on whether they're good guys or bad guys.
Yep. They have a very sordid history.
Mm-hmm.
Some are more beardy than others.
Yes.
What the Bizarro Jim Zarro version? It's the beard, but it's the back of the head, so it's just a long.
I have a question. Yeah. So are they all just Jims, or are they me? Are you doing if they're variations of me?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Bizarro Jim wouldn't be Bizarro Jim. He'd be Burzarro Jim.
These comics will be available. Jim will write these. Not this Jim. I'm talking about comic book writer Jim.
Comic Jim, yeah.
Comic Jim. Jim Lee, weirdly, is his name.
So they'll be ridiculous, but also beautiful.
Yeah. They will the envy of all other comic book artists.
Mm-hmm. It will change how art in comics is done for a decade.
It's true. Okay. Jim, our amazing listeners have given us demands from studios literally all over the world. And you, listening now, you can send us any demand you'd like, and we will have to meet them right here on the spot. And when we reach the end of the episode, if we've done our jobs, we will have pitched a full script or story meeting or even exceeding those demands. And when the end of the season comes, your demands could have helped us craft the script that will be greenlit by the fans for our finale. Thank you, everyone who has submitted. Please keep them coming. As I said, in conjunction with a Freaky Friday, I was like, we're going to do a body swap. So knowing that, I word searched Freaky Friday, We have one demand.
Oh, okay.
This comes from Barry Gold at What Happened to Clippy Studios. What happened to Clippy?
What happened?
I'm
to
literally
Clippy?
holding a paperclip right now.
You sure
That is
are.
whoa. Barry, can you hear me and see me in real time? That's really strange.
Now we have to wait for his
Oh,
email.
okay. Well, stay tuned for Barry's response. Okay. All right, let's see what he's got. Freaky Friday is the first word, so that's how. Okay. Freaky Friday is the most successful movie in a very niche subgenre, the body swap. Yeah. There have certainly been other entries, but why aren't there any others that bring in that delicious four-quadrant movie money? My studio demands a body swap movie, but not just any. Let's capitalize on others' successes. I want you two to take two famous characters. Okay, this would be whatever. Two famous characters from disassociated IP and swap bodies. What would Darth Vader be like swapped with Miranda Priestley?
Yep.
Vogue 1.
Wow.
You're doing our job for us, Barry.
Beautiful. That's amazing.
Sorry, what would Darth Vader...
Oh my God! Imagine a Star Wars where Darth Vader has
Miranda.
a snarky voiceover.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm sorry, you're wearing all whites? No, I see. Some of it's the white and black combo. Leave my office immediately before I force choke you to death. Sorry, Barry, I'm stopping. Okay. What would Darth Vader be like swapped with Miranda Priestley? Vogue 1, you're welcome. The studio demands it, boys. And then in all caps it says, it demands it hard. Swap.
Okay.
Okay. Now I got to go over. Okay. Hold on. We're switching seats. I'm seeing what the world looks like from over here.
We've now swapped.
Yeah.
I hope you don't have more things to do on the computer. You do. Every once in a while you hit. So this is going to be a problem.
We can always swap back.
No, not until like the end, or unless it's like a second act double swap where it becomes a double problem.
Well, you've actually literally just hit on something that we'll have to consider for how we do this. How does the swap occur? Because the original Freaky Friday, the Jodie Foster one, it happens because they wish for it at the exact same time. In the change up, Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman switched bodies because they peed in a fountain at the same time and made the wish. How does
it happen in the Shaggy Dog? He's just turned into a dog,
right?
He's not switched?
Yeah, no, he switches with the...
He does switch.
Oh, gosh, no, he turns into a Shaggy Dog in the first one.
That one doesn't count then.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think in the second one. No, he morphs. American Werewolf in London South.
I thought there was one where someone switches with a dog.
Surely there's a body swap where someone switches with a dog.
There's also one with Dudley Moore and Kirk Cameron.
Yeah, that's right. And Fred Savage and Judge Reinhold also have a body swap movie.
Yeah.
Flash. So, I'm not going to try to remember the name of it, but yeah. Those probably existed because of the success of the Disney Jodie Foster Freaky Friday. But Barry, right? He's not wrong. The most known. It's like Groundhog Day is the genre name. Oh, we're doing a Groundhog Day.
Like a time loop?
For a time loop. Yeah. They don't call them time loop movies. It's a Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Right? And a Freaky Friday, you know exactly what that is by saying it. It's not the first body swap movie, surely, but it's definitely the one that's most ubiquitous to the genre, and specifically the Lindsay Lohan one, which is getting Freakier Friday with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. So, understanding why these characters swap is going to be something we have to discuss here. The only bulk I have at this is that we just did Megan versus Terminator, which was combining IPs, so we're kind of playing in the same...
A little bit.
In a similar-ish arena here. But the idea that we have to body swap... Vogue 1 is very funny.
That's strong.
That is strong, buddy. Like,
good.
I can
good
see
work.
the poster for that. I can literally edit in Miranda Priestley's voice into Darth. He doesn't have a mouth. You can just voice or. That's why someone took all the now this is pod racing. I built it myself and just put it in.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah. Vogue 1 is very funny. I might just make that poster because you deserve to have it.
Yeah.
But the idea of swapping popular IP. Now, he doesn't necessarily say movie IP. He did say make a four-quadrant film.
Sure.
But, I'm taking Huckleberry Finn and swapping him with Robert Langdon from the Da Vinci Code. That's literally off the top of that. I'm not saying we do that. Well, like he didn't say it had to be movie IP. We could take
That-
TV or game.
That
IP.
is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, does anything jump to mind right now as? And I'm assuming we're gonna have this is a comedy, right? Like we're Hannibal.
More than likely. I mean, so thinking outside of movies, I know your point wasn't to find other body swap stories outside of movies, but just to kind of continue thinking of characters that have done this in ways it's been used. Superior Spider-Man.
Oh, sure, Doc Ock and Peter swapped. Yeah. Which, by all counts, is a very good run. I just stopped reading mainline comics after I was burned too many times.
Body swapping is a major theme in Lovecraft stories, so much that the last Stuart Gordon, is that I can't remember if that's the right name. His the last movie he made, but what he died and it was someone else finished it.
Oh, yeah.
Flesh, something flesh.
Suitable Flesh.
Suitable Flesh, yes. That was a body swap movie.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, not in the same way that Freaky Friday was. The evil wizard was purposely swapping bodies to get younger, better bodies to live forever.
Chucky put himself in a doll.
It's technically body swap. Yeah, so...
James Lee Ray? What was...
That's really close if that wasn't dead on. Which means his body had the soul of a doll.
Yeah. Just laying there. Friends to the end. Good God. What's wrong with his doll? Yeah. So yeah, you're actually listing off more than I realized the amount of body swap movies that there are. Yeah, the Suitable Flesh was Doorstep, the Lovecraft. Lovecraft short story Doorstep.
The thing on the doorstep. Yeah.
I'm talking to you. You're
I'm clear. Well, you are now remembering it better than I am. The thing at the door. That's going to bug me now, and my phone's way over there on the other side of the table.
Can't get it. We swapped chairs.
We did.
We fully swapped. So yeah, you're just making me realize like there's more body swap entries into this. It is a very niche subgenre.
It is.
So Barry joked here and said, "Give me some of that four-quadrant money," which means we need to play a little friendlier than horror, which is fine. That's not anything that I'm like, we're missing out by not having some disgusting 28 days later swapping with Dawn of the Dead kind of stuff here.
Well, let's think about when we have done things. It wasn't quite a body swap. It was a universe crossover. We did Harry Potter and Ring of Fire.
Yeah, which I still stand by my mistake of pushing Sirius Black when Tonks was right there.
So that again, not quite body swap, not quite universe swap. But that's kind of, in a way, that's what we're being asked to do. We're being asked to mash up two worlds through characters' experiences.
Yes, exactly. So let me take a moment here I often think about like, wouldn't it be? I think this is let's say DC and Marvel wanted like to really kick up some of their sales, right? Take two characters and swap them.
Sure. Like
Batman and Wolverine swap universes, and for 1 year, Batman is in Marvel Comics and Wolverine is in DC Comics. Now, what do you do with those characters when they are Justice League and the Avengers, or Avengers and Justice League is a comic that George Perez drew, Kurt Busiek wrote it, and it's the Justice League and the Avengers teaming up. It's a fun comic, but that's the whole shebang. Having just Wolverine and Batman swap, oh my god, did that?
Well, I'm just Batman becomes the character that the dark Batman fans want him to be.
Just slicing and dicing.
He is, but not in a villain manner, in a Wolverine manner.
Yeah.
But yes, he kicks the ever living crap out of crime in Gotham.
He's going berserker.
He does have the problem of he doesn't have his regenerative power, so that would be something he'd probably have to deal with pretty early on when he like breaks his hand or something, punching a guy.
Yeah, and it doesn't heal.
Yeah. and he would have to rely on everything that Bruce Wayne has already built for Batman. But there is a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
And he would have the assistance of Alfred. Meanwhile, imagine a Wolverine who can do everything Wolverine does, but now, like, Bruce Wayne would probably go about creating, like, because of who Bruce Wayne is and how he operates, he doesn't have the money to start with, but Wolverine's lived a long time. It wouldn't be too hard to assume that he has stashes here and there. How would Batman know?
He just has one Wells Fargo bank account.
Yeah.
with a 0.01
going back to when
rate.
It actually was a Stagecoach.
Yeah. It's like the interest rate is less than 1. It's like, oh my god, he would find it because Wolverine had a wallet.
Yeah,
he has his ID in one of his pouches.
But I imagine the Marvel universe where Wolverine is brilliant and he's like making devices and
he's not going headlong charge into fights. He's slinking in the shadows and leaping out and then going crazy.
Yeah.
Batman would figure it out faster than Wolverine would figure it out. Like,
yes,
Batman, unfortunately, the omnipotence of Batman as a character, you can write him like. I like the Batman who's on the back foot more than the Batman who can just, if he has time to plan, he can beat Superman.
Sure. But that even if he doesn't necessarily get to like, he has time to plan, he can take down Galactus. It's a matter of, if he has time to plan, then things like fights with Sabretooth aren't as big of a deal.
Right.
Because in the fights between Sabretooth and Wolverine, Sabretooth is the cat playing with the mouse. And suddenly he has Batman's ninja training and inclination to strategize and use particular tactics. Not that Wolverine doesn't have his own, but turning the tables on Sabretooth where he's luring Sabretooth into a trap instead.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Also, we should acknowledge Dark Claw, the amalgam universe that was Batman and Wolverine combined.
Yeah.
I mostly went to that as a starting point because it's a thought that I've had before. Of like,
if I'm spending too much time on exploring this, because I also don't imagine this is what we're going to do.
No, I'm not pitching Batman and Wolverine swapping spots.
Okay.
Like, particularly because as it stands right now, if we're looking at current incarnations, we don't currently have a Wolverine or a Batman.
Sort of.
Bless you. The closest approximation we have is the Batman, which is now, bless you, a few years old, and Wolverine has, till he's 90 in the Deadpool universe. Yeah. So swapping.
Those would be the ones that are switching.
That would swap, and it's like they're sort of languishing characters right now.
But I believe the fun of this body swap is also supposed to be the fun they would have in those worlds.
Like, and also Barry used Darth Vader and Miranda Priestley, Star Wars and The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, so crossing genres is also.
And funny enough, we spent time thinking of Darth Vader with Miranda Priestley with Darth Vader, like choking out her assistants and like.
Oh, she goes as Darth. You think she goes as Darth as Darth Vader?
Well, it's Darth Vader in her body. So, of course, he's like, this year everyone's wearing black. We're all wearing black now.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Vader as Miranda is choking people out. I thought you were saying Miranda would be choking out stormtroopers.
Well, does she have the Force, or does Vader take the Force with him?
That is a good question. It depends on which Star Wars canon you like. If you want to uphold midichlorians, then Miranda has the Force.
Miranda has the Force in Vader's body.
Yes.
Yeah. And that goes to the if we're saying that the power transfers, then Batman's just Batman with Wolverine's abilities. Well, that's what he is. It would be that Wolverine is Batman with healing, the powers don't transfer. Because
correct,
if we're going off Freaky Friday rules, once the teenager goes into the adult's body, she's like, my back, what the hell? Like,
yeah. It's it wouldn't mean anything if you took the traits that made you that you possessed in the body.
Then it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, and Suitable Flesh is a similar situation where he's like, I like being a lady because I can get off differently.
Yeah, because who doesn't want to be Heather Graham?
Yeah. Well, yeah, correct. I don't know why. Maybe it was in the midst of us just riffing right now, but the one person I feel like would succeed in all body swaps that we could think of is literally any Paul Rudd character. Like Paul Rudd acting as anybody, and then anybody that the Paul Rudd character is transferred into acting like Paul Rudd.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which Paul Rudd to draw from, but like, what was his character from Parks and Rec? The guy running for office who was just a complete,
I don't remember.
Complete moron. Just dropping him into. Oh wait, no. I don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Paul Rudd swaps with Paul Rudd characters, although that might be something to consider. Is taking like
an actor who's done different characters and
switching their like dropping Jack Sparrow into The Tourist with Angelina Jolie. And you know what? Honestly, if you've seen The Tourist, Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie are already in two different movies.
Here's a random switch for you. Homelander and Young Sheldon.
Oh God! It doesn't even have to be Young Sheldon. We just say Sheldon.
No,
Big Bang Theory.
Young Sheldon.
Okay. So
because Young Sheldon, I haven't watched really any of the show, but I've seen enough clips of the show to kind of get an idea of how Young Sheldon is different from Sheldon.
Mm-hmm.
Sheldon knows it all. He's a know-it-all. He doesn't question things. Young Sheldon knows it all, and then when people are like, "That's not how it is," why?
Oh, yes.
Why does it have to be that way?
Yeah.
And then he proceeds to try to make it the correct way.
Can you imagine him just like glaring at someone to try to blow their head off with laser vision and nothing's coming out? Sheldon,
Yes.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
The reason adult Sheldon becomes adult Sheldon is because at one point young Sheldon was embodied by Homelander.
He had the power to just force the world to be the way he wanted.
So young Sheldon's zapped over to the boys' universe. And it's like, oh God, what's this life now? Oh, power. And then when he goes back, he's like, I've tasted it. There's no turning back. You're all below me. You're all beneath me. Get out of my chair. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Power corrupts.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you to throw out that example.
I literally don't remember what I was talking about. Yeah. So I'm trying to think, like, really it's going to be a lot of this right now as we sort of brainstorm ourselves into what characters.
Do you think Barry thought up that pun Vogue won and then figured out the Freaky Friday?
Hey Barry, either way, man.
So should we be doing that? Should we be
come up with a title?
Start with a funny crossover title, or a funny title that we then figure out the crossover for?
Literally just thought of 10 things I hate about commandments, where someone took the taking Yul Brynner and Charlton Heston's 10 Commandments and turned into like a teen comedy from the 90s.
So Moses switches bodies with the teenage version
Julia
of
Stiles.
Cyrano?
No, Julia Stiles.
Oh, okay. There you go.
It's not Cyrano. 10 Things I Hate About You is Taming of the Shrew. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. There's your lit lesson for the day. Cher from Clueless swapping with Hannibal Lecter. See, oh God, you know what this is giving us an example right now? We have had, and I acknowledge the fun of reading these demands because they're a sentence long, so it's hard not to read the whole thing. But the fallacy in this we get it often, do The Godfather with Muppets, do Lord of the Rings with Muppets, do Top Gun, but everyone's Nick Cage. Like, that's just a demand. That's a sentence, and we get those from time to time. And it's fun to sit here and go, okay, the Muppets are in Princess Bride, list the characters. Okay, yeah. The Muppets are in Star Wars, and it's just that for the joy of it.
Mostly,
and we're sort of in that ballpark now of like just literally
thinking of the fun of the randomness of it.
Like having the transporter switch with Frodo. Like literally I'm just picking two characters at random and saying swap them.
It's not quite at random. Like there's actually a relationship there. The transporter's job is to take a load somewhere, and that's what Frodo does. So now you have Jason Statham in Elijah Wood's body being like, all right, we've got to get this ring to Mordor.
You're going to get out of my way. Oh, I'm going to move you.
I need a wagon.
Give me a wagon.
There's too much load. Pippin, get off. Really, really funny, Frodo.
Yeah. Oh man, it writes itself.
Meanwhile, over in the transporter,
you gotta help me. You gotta help me, Frank. You gotta help me. I don't know how to drive this. What's the pedals? Why am I so muscular? Is anyone hungry for lunch?
why is there a lady in my trunk?
But he would still go through because Frodo's a good guy.
Yeah.
He would figure it out.
Like the transporter.
He would get murdered immediately.
Well, no, that would be our goal as the screenwriters. How does he not get murdered? I mean, because there's something to be said for he also didn't die in Lord of the Rings.
It's true, because he had Sam there taking care of him every step of the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to open this. There we go.
Cool.
There's no hiding the sound of it, so I just went for it.
All right.
Okay. All right. We need two big IPs.
Transporter of the Rings.
Yeah. We need two IPs that we can swap that don't have anything to do with each other. That we can mine for gold here. So, who is a character like? It's sort of asking to do two fish out of water stories.
Yes.
To take the Mario Brothers movie, you got a plumber from New York who's stuck in the Magic King, the Mushroom Kingdom. Boom, go. So maybe there's something. If Transport of the Ring is funny because you're right, they're both transporting things.
Yeah.
So there was a crossover there inexplicably.
Yeah. At
random. So maybe that's it. Like if you're thinking of two characters who have similar, like Neo and Woody from Toy Story. They are. Maybe that's not a good example, but I'm trying to think.
Right? Because it's the original example is incongruous.
Right.
Incongruous.
Yeah. I'm mostly picking those two because the Matrix follows the monomyth, the Joseph Campbell monomyth, pretty easily. Like checklisted it off, and it's just the style of the Matrix that makes it so goddamn good. And Toy Story similarly follows the hero's journey with Woody. He hits the world he knows. There's crossing the threshold into a new world, courtesy of Buzz showing up. There's a little bit of overlap of the simplicity of those screenplays. That swapping them, you're not taking them so far away from the story they already were going to live anyway. Just thinking screenwriting simplicity here is...
Well, so to that end, what is the point to their swap? What do they learn from each other?
Right, because there's the next... We have to figure out how the swap happens, and then what do they gain out of swapping and swapping
Which
back.
is why it's so weird, Vader and Marissa, because Miranda, because they can actually learn things from each other.
Right.
Whereas we keep coming up with like certain parallels. Like with Frodo and the Transporter, we could actually probably find lessons that they learned from each other. Mm-hmm. Like Frodo learns, maybe bite a little more off. Mm-hmm. Like I can take the load, and,
right.
Or I don't have anyone else to rely on. There are people relying on me, and I know that was a part of his lesson in the Lord of the Rings, because the weight of the ring was supposedly so heavy, and he was bearing it. Mm-hmm. But the Transporter is a bit more proactive in the defense of what he's defending.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have a fellowship.
Right.
And the Transporter could basically learn the reverse, that you can find people to rely on. Stop going back to that, Jim. That's not what we're doing. Another goofy one that occurred to me. Dom Toretto and Lightning McQueen.
Oh my god! And that's another example that you could easily do it because it's an animated movie, so it wouldn't be hard to put Dom's mouth. I'm just thinking like a comedic editor here, but Dom in the Cars universe, boy, that second movie suddenly is a whole lot better if Dom is involved, because like Mater's out there like, oh wait, I'm gonna go get there. I'm gonna go save the energy crisis. No, family, we're sticking to like Lightning skipping the race to get involved and beat up Michael Caine's car. Mm-hmm. And he already has telekinesis, and
yes, he does,
and other such car powers. Oh yeah.
Just gotta rely on family.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was good. I don't know if that was a good Owen Wilson.
Lightning McQueen, that was pretty good. Yeah. Ends up, I forgot. Yeah, swap it to the Fast and the Furious universe. Like, oh wow, why are we out there stealing DVDs, guy? It's really a Fugazi, right?
We're all so good at driving cars. Why don't we make money doing
there
that?
just drawing cars out there, guys. Yeah, just driving.
Just think what it'd be like to be a car.
Yeah, just imagine we are cars, guys. Just imagine we are cars. Dom, are you okay? Yeah, man, I'm great.
We're all just a big family.
Just a big family. Who wants a Corona? Except he's chugging motor oil. Like,
yeah.
Dom, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I love this stuff.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. All right. Wrong place, wrong time. John McClane swapped with someone in, like, oh God, like, okay, so taking the wrong place in the wrong time kind of notion of John McClane. Now he's literally first he was in the wrong place, then he was in the wrong time, now he's in the wrong body or something like that.
Santa Claus.
Oh my God.
Tim Allen kills Santa, becomes Santa.
Yeah.
Then in the adventures of being Santa, ends up switching with John McClane.
Okay.
Now
Scott Calvin
/ Santa Claus is John McClane trying to survive in yet another air duct, and John McClane is now having to deliver presents.
It's a little bit of Violent Night.
With Bernard the Elf as his assistant.
Violent Night was Die Hard Santa, so...
That's true. That's true.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm not saying we can't do it, but like John McClane swapped in the Santa Claus. Okay, that's having the Die Hard scenario play out with now the I don't know if that doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Okay.
That doesn't work enough.
Okay.
I like where your head's at. That was a good throw. Yeah. Noodle on the wall. Okay, here. Let's go to one of your favorite movies. Rick O'Connell and John McClane switch spots. So John McClane is in The Mummy.
Yep.
And Rick O'Connell is in A Die Hard.
Strangely, it doesn't turn out much different. Both of them just have more bewildered moments. That's really the only difference.
Okay.
I'm in the future, and you guys are trying to take over this building? I don't think so. Pop. John McClane. What do you mean 1930s Egypt? And there's mummies? I'll punch them.
Yeah. Punch them. You're right. Yeah, not too different there. I guess they're too archetypal of each other. They are both of a similar archetype of men of action. Men of action, getting by on their snark as much as or their wits as much as their ability to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Rick O'Connell swapped with Jean-Luc Picard. Really, literally, like the first words that are popping out of my mouth right now.
I think still too close.
Yeah, and then Jean-Luc Picard just becomes Captain Kirk.
Yep.
And Rick is suddenly very intellectual.
Well, yeah. Basically.
Okay.
Or Rick O'Connell's just a lot closer to Jonathan.
Yeah.
At least in demeanor.
No more, but with the brains of Evelyn.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we're thinking. We're thinking about this a little wrong. Let's think of supporting characters swapping out.
Well, I want to note the example given as well flips a villain and a protagonist.
Well, who are you calling a protagonist? Miranda?
Miranda, yeah.
No, that's she's the villain. She's the devil in Prada, in The Devil Wears Prada. Miranda is...
I was thinking of the wrong movie entirely.
Yeah, The Devil Wears Prada.
I kept thinking Sex and the City.
Oh, no.
That's why I imagined like a voiceover.
That's Carrie.
That's Carrie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Miranda is Meryl Streep from...
No, okay. Yep, I see that now. Actually, I thought it was absurd, Sex and the City and Star Wars.
Yeah.
I can see Devil Wears Prada and Darth Vader. I can see that much easier now. Oh.
Capes are in.
Yes. Yeah, okay, that...
Vogue one. I need to look at my computer, so I'm watching.
Yeah, okay, we're going to flip back.
We've swapped back. but mostly because I want to see where we're at.
Oh man, I've learned such a lesson by being on that side of the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you learn?
I learned that
because you swapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's really hard. It's really hard to do what you do, and I now appreciate
Aw.
much more what you set up for this show.
Um,
What'd you learn about me?
well, yeah, I learned.
No, I learned you got it easy.
I learned how delicious Dr. Pepper is, and you have 3 of them in front of you.
Yeah, one for each quadrant.
The thing I appreciated most in our swap was the beard. Like I've grown my beard pretty long before, but never to the point where there's like actionable distance from chin to chest.
Yeah.
So having your beard for that short time, I learned the power you have.
Mm-hmm. The wind blowing through it is a unique sensation.
My God, that I never thought so, and I appreciate it now. This is us killing time. This is me killing time to try to think of more examples of characters to swap. So, Vogue one, God damn it, Barry, you did it.
Really
like,
good.
Yeah,
I think you did the episode, Barry. Your pun wins.
Okay. Rapid fire here. John Wick and Paddington. The nicest, sweetest marmalade thirst bear wakes up with lethal reflexes of John Wick and a thirst for vengeance.
That's the wrong
You were
catchphrase.
going to say, oh, bother.
I was, yeah.
And John Wick is now like super polite. But still, see, here's the thing. Paddington is so sweet, so genuine. If you haven't watched the Paddington movies, they are literal. They will hug you and comfort you. But suddenly John Wick, because of Paddington's niceness, he still solves all the problems in the John Wick movies. Just it doesn't resort to violence. He gets everyone just like, hey, come on, spot a tea. Let's just be polite here. Okay. Come on, Jim, throw one at me. Elsa and Tony Montana from Scarface. Yeah.
Does she take her ice powers?
No. She's just.
Oh no.
She's just.
Oh, Tony Montana has ice
yeah,
powers.
Tony Montana.
Oh no.
First you get the money, then you get the ice powers, then you get the women. No wait, what's the?
Say hello to my little friend, and it's Olaf, or not Olaf.
Hi, I'm here. In the summer heat of Miami. Oh my God, Tony just like he takes over Arendelle, like yelling at, just threatening people, and like, you want to end up in the Hudson? And you want to end up in the fjord? Say hello to my little friend. Hi.
I'll show you the way. I'll show you the way the fjord.
Just imagining Elsa in Tony's body, just like her repression is let out in song, but it's all like Cuban beats. Okay.
Scarface turning into a musical. That's hilarious.
Scarface the musical. Ooh. All right. Put that aside for a later development here. Okay. Miss Piggy with literally anyone. Miss Piggy
Magneto.
With Magneto. Okay, so Eric Lensher's Magneto is now in in one of the Muppet scenarios.
Uh-huh.
Or okay. We have to. If it's Miss Piggy, it's Miss Piggy in one of the Muppet movies, not Miss Piggy, the quote unquote actress, right?
Yeah.
Because it has to be within a film's storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the storylines with Miss Piggy, she's a diva who thinks she's worth more than she is. She's just the diva of devious. So having Eric Lensher in her body. Sorry, it's not Eric Lensher. I forgot what Magneto's actual name is now.
They've changed it?
Yeah, it's but having her in Magneto in Miss Piggy's body, to what end now? Oh, the justice for the Muppets, because they're all treated as lesser than. So suddenly he's.
And Miss Piggy learns that life is about more than just serving being self-serving.
Yeah, her. Well, no, she has magnet powers, so now she has the
she
power
she
to.
wouldn't learn a lesson.
I don't know if she can anymore. uh, Maybe I'm wrong. I could have sworn. Sorry. Oh, Eisenhart. Eisenhart. Max Eisenhart is Magneto's birth name in the fictional history of the character. He went
No.
by Magnus when he was named married to his gypsy wife Magda. Blah 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 blah. Whatever.
No.
It's Eric Lenscher.
It's Eric Lenscher.
Yeah. Miss Piggy in. Yeah, so Magneto starts leading a revel. Like Kermit's like basically falls into the Charles Xavier role of like, hey Piggy, calm down. Maybe we don't need a. No, Kirby, justice for all Muppets, all Muppet kind. But they don't call themselves Muppets. They are in their world, in the worlds of their movies. They just are. They are not a different race of people.
No.
Except Gonzo, he's a weirdo because he's an alien. But like, yeah, Miss Piggy leading this revolution for Muppets' rights because would Magneto perceive, because Magneto's coming from a different universe, Magneto would perceive the Muppets as Muppets in human world, right? So then,
don't you see that we're different?
We're
better.
We're different. We're bitter. Barry, was this just an excuse to force me to do as many impressions as I can cram into 90 minutes? Thanks, bud. Meanwhile, Miss Piggy over in the X-Men universe is, I mean, Magneto's already a bit of a diva, for being honest.
Yeah.
And suddenly just amping that up.
I liked the direction you were going with John McClane. It's just switching him with another character like him is the wrong direction. We could also explore secondary characters.
Okay, I'm gonna throw out a.
Oh, that might actually be a really good way to go. What secondary characters that generally have a chip on their shoulder could we swap to learn? Ideally, to learn that who they are and the place that they occupy is actually valuable and important.
What do you mean by a chip on their shoulder?
Generally they end up being villainous sidekicks like Starscream.
So like characters who have a chip on their shoulder for being Second Banana?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay,
yeah.
so like Starscream. Okay. I did have a John McClane swap, but I'll come back to that. So like Luigi instead of Mario. Luigi is always going to be second fiddle to Mario.
Depending, I mean, have we really gotten a telling of that where Luigi is resentful? I know we've gotten online parodies, but I don't think that's been put into like a major story.
Sure. John Watson sometimes is a little embittered that Sherlock treats him the way he does.
Sure. Yeah.
John has people skills and Sherlock does not. Ron Weasley is unfortunately Second Banana. Now here's an unfair thing about Ron. Ron is got a chip on his shoulder in the books differently than he does in the movies. Like he is screenwriter forced into being forgotten at great lengths within the films. In the books, he is cast aside because he's the seventh child. He's the sixth son of seven. Ginny being the last of the family. He's second to Harry. That does come up within his character arc of feeling like, just because you're the chosen one. So he has a bit of a chip on his shoulder at one point for his best friend being the chosen one.
Do you think the movies had started influencing J.K. Rowling when she wrote that last book? Because that's where it really that's where the chip actually manifests, is when they are when they're out in the woods and I forget what it is manifests and they all like start exhibiting their worst traits or whatever.
The Horcrux said went around. No, in Goblet of Fire, that fourth book, they have a lot of angst in there. Ron has a lot of angst in there about. That's when him and Harry stop being friends briefly, and they use Hermione as their go-between. And then
that's right.
The movie handles it differently, whatever, so forth. But not necessarily like someone who goes bad.
Or it doesn't have to be 2 second bananas. What if we took 1 second banana and switched them with a main character who so that way they kind of learn the lesson. Like, so we take Watson, who feels we take a Watson who feels unappreciated, and switch him with a main character who really doesn't do. That would just reinforce.
No, I think you're good. If Watson is put in a position of being the leader, like I'm going to take an analog for Sherlock himself. If Watson is swapped with Doctor Strange, Watson is now the leader. He's the Sorcerer Supreme.
Sure.
He's got all this responsibility thrust upon him, and it's a matter of like, this is why, at least John as a character could understand. Oh, this is why someone is like this. When you have this much power and responsibility, and everyone expects greatness from you, it can wear a soul down. That's not what happens to Sherlock because he's such an egomaniac. But John can understand that the import of power and position can make someone a little shitty.
Yeah.
Just in their day-to-day personality. Like, God damn, stop asking me to do everything. Why am I? Because I'm the only one who can do it? Oh, I see it now. I'm hearing it. I'm so sorry, everyone. Meanwhile, having Doctor Strange forced into Watson's body and having to be subjugated to Sherlock, he's like, oh, God, is this what I do to Wong? Okay, yeah. But you don't have to be such a prick about it, Sherlock. Jeez. Oh, boy.
I like that one, especially because it's Benedict Cumberbatch playing Benedict Cumberbatch.
Well, I didn't even do that on purpose. I was just picking a Sherlock, Sherlock and...
a Sherlock and Watson to a Sherlock and Watson.
Yeah, Doctor Strange and Wong, and their best versions are that. That's not bad. That lesson learned of what's truly walking a mile in someone else's shoes and then growing to understand it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we're pretty long into the first half of this episode.
Sure.
And we haven't landed on a pairing, and even that pairing, like, we found a pairing that works pretty well and we can tell a decent story, but the other part of the point of this is switching IPs, because the switching of those IPs I don't think is quite interesting enough.
Sure. I had an idea for a John McClane swap.
Okay.
11 from Stranger Things.
John McClane becomes a teenage girl with psychic powers.
Well, here's the thing. I'm tempted now to take the powers with them so that John McClane
doesn't have powers?
Like, John McClane is in Eleven's body, but it's just John McClane. It's more of the 11 being inside of a 45-year-old man's body with mental powers is what I was thinking of. But also I was thinking like, the 80s-ness of it, like, because Stranger Things really embodies the Amblin, John Carpenter, Stephen King era of 80s storytelling, and certainly where they are now, it's like we're in the verge of the 90s with these characters.
Yeah.
But John McClane being this epitome, maybe it'd be better to take Dutch from Predator and swap him with 11, or Dustin from Stranger Things. Dustin is like, has Dutch's attitude, and meanwhile Dutch is over there like, this gun's so big and warm. A person who could be humbled by a swap is Dwight Schrute from The Office.
Oh, sure. But also, if you do Dwight Schrute's character correctly, he won't be humbled.
He will be all about it.
Yeah.
Ah, man. Okay, let's take 5 here. Let's ask the studio for a water break.
On that. Well, okay, yeah, I'll save it for after.
Yeah. Don't lose the thought.
But the Dwight Schrute got my mind going.
Okay.
Right. Normally we make movies, but this would be a TV show. So, but again, I don't know if the worlds are different enough. We'll find out.
We'll find out. Okay, there's a little teaser for you. We're just going to take 5 here, get some fresh air and some water, and we'll be right back. Take a listen to these fun commercials from 6.5 Media, which may be for a new show that's just been added to the mix. I don't know. I'll plug it at the end of the show. Or you'll hear a commercial for it right now. I don't know. Leave me alone. Go to commercial. And we're back. Okay, Jim, going on the break there. You had a thought.
You mentioned Dwight Schrute. I think it actually would be funny to see Dwight Schrute and Andy Dwyer switch bodies.
Like straight in the office. So
Yeah.
it's not an IP swap. It's
Wait,
like,
did I say the wrong Andy?
Oh,
I said the wrong Andy.
Andy
I said the wrong
Dwight
Andy.
from Shawshank Redemption?
No.
No, which Andy?
From Parks and Rec.
Oh, Andy. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. No, yeah, Andy Dwyer's from Parks and Rec. I'm sorry. Andy from The Office is Bernard. So yes,
Yeah.
Andy from
Parks and Rec,
swapping.
the dopey, lovable musician,
Right.
switching with Dwight Schrute,
Oh my God.
and the life, the havoc that they would wreak on each other's lives.
With Dwight, yeah, Dwight from The Office. That's not, okay. Yeah. So what would that be? Okay, so Andy getting dry, like wakes up on the beet farm.
Sure, yeah.
It's like, I've become a wizard. Looking around Dwight's room, he's like,
Sure.
I'm back in the olden times.
Yep.
And then realizing he has to go somehow get to work. Maybe Mose sends him there. Like, you got to go to work, Andy. Dwight. Like, oh yeah.
And then Dwight in Andy's body, he'd be.
No. Well, sorry, I just realized like Andy Bernard has a guitar, and Dwight shows up and is like, "Oh, sick! Can I try your guitar?" And he's just shredding a solo on it. Like, we should start a band.
Oh my God! And then Michael would be like, "We should.
We should start a band." And suddenly,
that's what the episode's about.
You know what it is that this version of Dwight, Andy in Dwight's body, does become Michael's best friend.
Yes.
Like Andy's best friend, Michael's best friend, and like Jim's annoyed at first of like, oh my God.
No, I think
Dwight,
Jim would be put like bewildered the whole time. He
like,
does not know what's happened.
Yeah, just like even when he tries to annoy him with a thing, Dwight's like,
oh, yeah, he'd be like, oh, you got me
good. Oh, wow. Did you think of that by yourself?
Yes.
Did anyone help you? Did you?
Oh my God! That right. The praise would be so much that Jim would think
like,
that like,
what
like
are you doing?
he's playing to it. Yeah.
What are you doing? And then like Andy being so like just nice. He's a golden retriever embodied. That Jim becomes the. In some people's analysis of The Office, Jim Halpert is the psychotic villain of the series. But he's like I don't like this. I don't like this new Dwight. And everyone's like, what are you talking about? Dwight's like really cool now. Like everybody likes him. Everybody wants to. Anybody's not getting any work done, but it doesn't matter.
Yep.
So then, like, because he's not getting any work done, Jim's working like extra hard.
Oh,
and
sure.
Becomes this like stickler.
Becomes
for,
much
like,
more
uptight.
Yeah.
Someone's got to sell this paper.
Like anxious and stuff.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was a great prank. Jim, do another one of those pranks. Can you prank me right now?
Go.
Prank me. Do another prank.
I'll close my eyes.
Okay. And
okay, are you set?
Then Jim just walks away, and and he looks up and goes, "Whoa!" Like by all for some reason, by all accounts, everything in that office is suddenly just better because Dwight's not there.
Yeah.
Being an anal retentive jerk.
And
to be fair, in his own way, Dwight means well.
Better in certain regard, right? Like if you really wanted to explore that, what would end up happening, because he's distracting Michael and several other employees, their numbers start falling, and corporate calls in, and they're like, what's going on, Michael? And he's like, nothing. We've just got an office band going. It's keeping everyone's morale up.
Uh-oh.
Office band? Michael, what?
I'm coming down there.
Uh-oh.
And then Dwight, Andy and Dwight's right, feels bad. Like, this is my fault, guys. I realized that, like, this is a job setting, and you guys all need to work more. And I guess I got to go back to the farm. I'm the reason this is happening, and I'm so sorry. Like, he humbles himself and like, no, Dwight, don't leave. Yeah. Don't listen. And Jim's like, yeah, leave. And then Dwight goes back to his wizard farm, and like Mose runs up and is like, oh, you're back. And how was work today? And it's like, hey, beard friend, I want to go back up to my wizard's room and just think about what I've done. I almost ruined the business today. They promoted me to assistant manager, but I don't think I deserve it, so I turned it down. And he goes and lays down and like, I miss April. I wish I was back in my wherever I came from. Then closes his eyes and just goes, Wingardium Leviosa. And then So meanwhile, on the Dwight side of things,
Dwight would probably be, well, he would basically be Superior Spider-Maning Andy's life, for better or worse. Honestly, one of the first things he'd probably do is he'd probably break up with April.
Yeah.
But by the end of it, he becomes assistant mayor.
Oh yeah,
or
he totally
like
becomes mayor. Yeah,
yeah,
like assistant to the mayor.
Like, sure.
No, he goes so far as oh my god, I said it earlier. What is go ahead and keep you got it.
I figure he would like somehow quickly rise right past Ron and right past
Leslie.
Yeah.
He for whatever reason when he swaps in and he's like immediately knows what happens. It's a body swap.
Yeah.
I've body swapped. Whoever this guy is, I've body swapped. My God, he needs to work out. He does not have any of the abs that I have. And he's like doing some like kung fu karate. And one of the first people he comes around, like he sees Ben and he's like, "You annoy me, leave me alone." Tom, like he just doesn't like anybody. And Bobby Newport, that's Paul Rudd's character who's running for mayor.
Okay.
He sees the potential of even the confessional of it. Like, no, I don't want to be friends with him. But I know a pawn when I see one, and no one's more malleably manipulative than this Bobby Newport.
in the confessional.
In the confessional.
Well, and I think what it would be is it would start with, "I see, I'm a shoe shiner," and he would, and it would start with him shining people's shoes like after each one is like useless.
You serve me no advantage.
Yeah, stuff like that, and he'd leave like before he even finishes the shoe shine, and that's when it gets to Bobby Newport, and he's like, "You'll do nicely."
Yeah, I want you to shine my shoes. You're
feel
literally wearing flip flops. You'll do.
How'd you feel about taking over the city?
Yeah. Cool. I was running for mayor anyway against Leslie. Ooh, I hate her. Is there anything we can do about that?
Stick with me. We'll take this. We'll take the state.
Leslie, the state. Yes. Well, Leslie, short straw hair. Yeah, we can take her. Too many binders?
Not a problem.
Not a problem.
I could easily throw her. That would be something you would say?
That's something you would say. I could easily throw her. And even
specifically, you'd say, "In this body, I could easily throw her."
Yeah. And then the confessional is because he is like, "I know I'm going to body swap," and the way body swaps ends is you fulfill the destiny of the person whose body you're in. And obviously, this shoeshine boy is meant to be for greater things.
Yes.
And I will achieve greatness with him. And so he works his way up to being assistant to the mayor.
And the whole time he's talking about how this is just like being a Cylon.
Yeah. Yeah. This is exactly like being a Cylon. Yeah. I've infiltrated every aspect of this. And the only person that he's worried about, like, even Ron is like, "I like you, Andy. You're doing a good job."
No, he's a government man.
Yeah.
I don't think
Ron
would
like
him.
"I don't like you anymore, Andy."
Yeah.
He actually, like, maybe Dwight does something to like put Jerry down that actually like cripples Jerry like emotionally, because Jerry always lets everything Gary Gergish or whatever always lets everyone talks so much shit to him, and
no, he ends up feeling bad a lot of the time. If anything, it would be he insults him in some way that everyone else defends.
Like, "Hey, whoa,
Andy, what has gotten into you?"
God. You know who when
Dwight Schrute has gotten into me, and he just leaves.
Now the first person to crack, I think. Okay, April is at first really sad that Andy has done that to her, and then she figures out, she's like, "I think Andy swapped bodies with somebody."
That's perfect.
And goes to Ben, and Ben immediately agrees.
Oh, that's awesome.
Body swap.
And so,
that
so
tracks.
Where Andy's was about, like, Andy's story was making the office better and like all this stuff, and he learned lessons about responsibility and stuff like that. In Dwight's story, it's about him being foiled by the lives of the people that he's affecting.
Yeah. Like April figures out immediately.
Yeah.
Like first she's like crushed that he's so mean, and then she's like, it's because it's not Andy anymore.
Well, I don't even know. Like, I think it would be one of those, like, you see on her face she looks crushed, but she almost immediately turns to the camera and says, "Someone switched bodies with Andy."
And then she goes to tell the biggest nerd who would believe her is Ben, and Ben just takes a moment and goes, "Yeah, that tracks."
Yeah.
Maybe because, and
now,
then like,
what are we going to do?
What are we going to do about this? Should I put my Batman costume on? Yeah, Ben, you should go put your Batman on. And he's like halfway out of the room, like he's already pulling the boots on, like, "Wait, were you messing with me?" And she just kind of like looks at the camera deadpan.
Yep.
Yeah. So Andy does the Wingardium Leviosa and to try to swap back, and it doesn't work. Is it Dwight who actually fulfills the destiny that because like the result of this is that Dwight does get Andy into power accidentally. Even so, before this is like that. Bobby Newport's like, you're your assistant to the future mayor, and then whatever is done, Andy is mayor by the end of this.
I think that's sort of how it ends. Is he does something to usurp Bobby Newport, and he becomes the mayor, but everyone's
hates him.
So super mad that he gets stripped of the title, and then you, Andy Dwyer, will never hold office in this city again. You'll never be more than a shoe shine guy. Because he became more than that, but
he goes back to being his first thought is that not that he's a shoe shine guy, is that he's an FBI agent. He's like, yes, this is the power, because he's wearing his Burt Macklin. He's like, yep, body swap, and I'm an FBI agent. So at first he's trying he's like trying to protect Leslie, and she's like, Andy, stop it. I'm here to protect you, ma'am. Ma'am, what are you doing?
That's not bad.
Wait, am I not an FBI? And then it's like, I'm shoe shine. And then he goes to shining people's shoes to suss everyone out.
That's pretty good.
If he goes back to being a shoe shine boy and like sits there all dejected, and then some character sits down and he actually shines their shoes, and then like that's
makes an actual personal connection.
Yeah, like that he actually makes some sort of personal connection in that moment, and is like, huh, I guess I understand the humility. I guess I understand humility for a moment. And he quantum leaps back, and he wakes up, and he's like, what the hell? Why am I? And Dwight just goes back to the way he was.
Mose, I've got a plan.
I think I should run for mayor.
Yeah.
And then Andy goes back to his body, and he's like, does a freaking like,
oh, April, I had I had a really weird dream.
And then she just hugs him and kisses him. Like, I'm sure you did, Andy. You want to tell me about it? I can't remember it. I think I worked at a bowling alley.
Yes. Yeah, it'd be something like that. Yeah.
And then he just starts telling, like, I worked at a bowling alley, and there was like a clown there. and
he just kept pulling chickens out of his pockets. Yeah. Live chickens.
Hey, wow, that worked really well. Actually, no, the way Chris Pratt would play that in the heat of the moment, where he's like, they're walking off in the sunset and he's telling his tale. He's like, I don't remember it. And she's like, that's okay. He's like, no, I want to remember it. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
I suddenly woke up, but I couldn't see, but I could hear really well. I basically saw the world through my senses.
You would be Daredevil.
And I was a lawyer, and I
had these claws.
I had these claws. No claws. But I jumped off a building. And he just described it. Yeah. It'd be just as easy for him to describe Star-Lord.
Yeah. So that was fun.
I like that
one. A thing I had thought about. So to work the body swap, the point to the swap is to understand the other person.
Yeah.
Because they just don't understand, right? I'm a teenager, mom, you don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm an adult parent. You don't understand what it's like to raise a teenager.
Okay.
Right. So it's about not understanding, right? So and the other thing is, I think it's really smart that to do villains, because heroes do come around to understanding. Heroes change. They have arcs. Villains can have an arc, but part of why they're a villain is they refuse to change.
Yeah.
So what characters, their whole thing is, I am misunderstood. Right. The world misunderstands me. I want to be understood.
Guy Fieri.
Right. Switches bodies with
the Joker. No.
The Joker opens a series of restaurants.
Yeah. So villains swapping with villains is what you're saying, right?
Yeah. And then they learn lessons. And this can be a goofier notion of a movie. They don't have to learn real lessons. They could learn like, I see the reason that I failed to rise to power was this. I shall now rule the world. Ah, ha, ha.
Yeah. Okay, before villain to villain for a moment here. Actually, you suggested something that triggered something else. So I don't mind going villain to villain. So put that in the back of your head and try to think of that as I'm saying this. A body swap movie, for example, if Buddy the Elf for Christmas is watching Die Hard and body swaps with John McClane so that Buddy the Elf knows he's in Die Hard, the movie.
Okay.
And John McClane is now in a new world. Like, but John McClane doesn't recognize that he is a movie character now in the real world. Essentially, like body swapping with one character understanding I'm in a fictional reality now.
Sure.
Taking Buddy and being the one who's suddenly in Die Hard, and it's like, like, ho ho ho! Now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho! Tickle. But John is, it's sort of a Last Action Hero kind of scenario there.
Yeah.
Where there's half the understanding of the real world versus the fictional world.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something to that?
Would John be swapped into Buddy before Elf or after Elf?
I see. Yeah.
Or during Elf?
No, let's say the sequel of Elf that shouldn't happen. Like Buddy is like, Merry Christmas, everyone. Let's watch a traditional Christmas movie. Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Die Hard. And then in watching it, oh no, oh, he's barefoot. I can't imagine what it'd be like if I was barefoot. My feet would tickle so much.
One time I ran across the snow in my bare feet. Oh, it was horrible.
I love that.
My feet were cold for a whole week.
Meanwhile, John's out there with like Buddy Elves and weird like elf-like superpowers. But then what's the if there's some sort of a Die Hard scenario in Buddy's world is what it comes down to, because John McClane is
So we're basically doubling up Die Hards.
Yeah, I think I don't know. This is
yeah. So in that scenario, seeing Will Ferrell as John McClane rescue his dad from terrorists who have taken over the publishing building.
Yeah.
The thing that makes that ridiculous is that he's in his elf costume the whole time.
Thieves have taken over Bloomingdale's? Where's Buddy work with Jovi?
Yep.
Yeah.
Macy's.
Yeah, in Elf, he works at. I'm trying to imagine the sign. It's just. Oh, it's Gimbus. Gimbus department store.
Oh, there you go.
Gimbals?
Gimbals is a real place. It was
yeah.
Gimbals.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
there you go.
So, like, some terrorists some thieves had taken over Gimbals. So, like, the bullet points of that. Like, so Buddy knows he's in Die Hard, but John McClane is just in Buddy the Elf's body doing a Die Hard. This feels like a hat on a hat to just have, it's Buddy the Elf doing a Die Hard.
It is. But that might be okay.
Yeah. So, like, he wakes up in Nakatomi.
You there. What's with the getup? Your guess is as good as mine.
Pow! Buddy knows the Die Hard script, so he's just going to save the day with cheer. And he, like, makes friends with the henchmen, offering them...
Well, by your premise, he doesn't know Die Hard. It's his first time watching it.
Oh, right. No, yeah, that's true. That was my own thing. Or if he... I didn't want to be scared before I watched it, so I read the script before. So there's like... I'm ready.
Read the script.
I know you. You are henchman number 2. I have a name, Tell me your name. No, I'm not liking this. This isn't clicking, Jim. We really crushed it with Dwight and Andy swapping.
We kind of did.
Okay, let's go back to the villain swap here, right? If we're looking at something like Voldemort switching with Palpatine, that's 2 insane megalomaniacs who have nothing to learn.
Pretty parallel.
But if Loki swaps with Scar, another dejected prince,
I think what we're learning from this is that we don't watch diverse enough four-quadrant movies.
Well, what is a four-quadrant movie, you might be asking? It appeals to men, women, young, and old. Okay,
Yes.
it's the four quadrants is male, female, under 30, over 30. Those are the four quadrants. So like Star Wars, Avengers, Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, to name some of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Basically everything the MCU does, what we just saw with Superman. So yeah, it's big blockbuster summer movie. The whole family can go see it kind of fair. Okay, let's try this. Let's do a swap with a villain who has failed and a villain who has succeeded, which isn't going to be easy because villains rarely win. So Palpatine succeeded to a point, depending on where in the Star Wars timeline you go, right? So if you're going to look at Episode
Sure.
3, he's won everything. And then swapping him with like Lotso hugs from Toy Story 3. So Toy Story 3. I don't know if that works either. Damn, we nailed it with you. You nailed it with Dwight and Andy.
Only because the best swap ever was taken by the demand.
Good. We were literally praising you again off mic there, Bud.
Barry Gold.
Barry Gold. Okay. Barry makes me think of Barry.
Mm-hmm.
Walter White.
And Barry?
No. Walter White and Saul Goodman. Saul Goodman swapping with someone very pure of heart. It doesn't work either because a lot of these swapperoos, they either need to be the most outlandish thing like Paddington and John Wick, or they need to be enough in their own world that they can learn a lesson from it. This is a brainstorm. Okay, so let's just go over body swapping again. When you think about the classic tropes of a body swap movie, there's some sort of swap mechanic. It's either mystical or silly. You got like a fortune cookie or lightning strikes or a weird science experiment.
I think it's more important to know the reason for it.
Yeah. I wish I had your life. That's why a TV moment might work if someone's sitting there going like, man, look how good Kevin McAllister has it. I wish I lived in Home Alone. I guess that's a bad example. Like, look how good Buddy the Elf has it. I wish I was in Buddy's life. Whoopsie doodle. Now I've swapped and Buddy the Elf is in Way of the Gun. Both characters swap. There's a realization moment where they like look in the mirror. They have that like, oh my God, I'm not who I am anymore. And then the slob is now like a type A and wrecks everything. Or the parent is now the teen in the body to go to Freaky Friday. The tough guy is now the heel. And then hijinks always ensue out of that. So there you go. Heel and tough guy. Like if we can think of like a tough guy character and swap them into something feeble, lessons can be learned in that walking miles in smaller shoes. I said fish out of water earlier, right? So there's going to be awkwardly attempting the other person's job or social position. Oh no, I'm wearing high heels now. I don't know how to. Wobbly doo doo.
Wobbly doo doo.
I'm a CEO, but I can't stop calling everyone dude. But my dude-like ways are saving the day here. And then we, as we've discussed, there's always a lesson learned. There's some sort of insight of the struggles of the other person's life that helps them realize that that this isn't as easy as it looks. I should appreciate what I have, not what I wish I had.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's overhearing. Sometimes it's like overhearing someone talk shit about the person in the body.
Oh,
like,
sure.
Like if Miranda's like overhears people talking shit about Vader. No, that's not how that would work. It'd be like Miranda overhearing people talking about Miranda, but that's not how that works because they're swapping worlds. And what else? What else are some other tropes like doing something better? Like in Freaky Friday, oh look, I can play the guitar because teen me could play guitar, adult me is now playing guitar. Oh, this is cool. I wish I knew how to do this. Seeing myself up there play the guitar. Oh, Romantic complications.
Sure.
We kind of touched on that with April realizing Dwight like
Mm-hmm.
that, but we didn't have like Angela falling for Angela coming on to Dwight
Mm-hmm.
and be like, "I like everything you're doing right now." No, she wouldn't because he's like I don't like what a bad boy you've become. Meet me downstairs. There's usually like a ticking clock element of like if we don't switch back, then we're never going to switch back. And then the final lesson, like the swap only reverses once the characters have grown, right? I'm literally trying. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
literally walking through Freaky Friday right now and checking off the boxes of the movie. And I think that covers it all. And now I don't know if it was necessary for me to do that an hour and 15 minutes into the episode. But with all that said, I think we already had that. It's like knowing that they swap isn't just a funny, goofy thing. There needs to be a reason. There's something gained by swapping the two of them.
Yeah.
All right. James Bond and
Are we in the 11th hour yet?
we have some time here. We've done something fun here. I think the Andy and Dwight one, we beat that out pretty quickly.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
Because when we're almost out of time, I'm gonna pull the ripcord, and we're just gonna do Vogue 1.
You know what? We're just gonna do Vogue 1.
Okay, let's beat it out then.
Let's beat it out. Well, I'll say this before we move into this. This is a couple of really tough demands this season.
Yeah.
Maybe that's more of like a post-mortem conversation, like a decompress after the episode.
Instead of right in the middle
Right
of the demand.
Like in the middle of the demand. But this is a test of the genre. Because it's fun to sit here and go, this character and this character, here are a couple reasons why that's funny. But then to like really strip it down to its parts and go like, this is how this is going to work. So, So Barry, I know this was probably meant to be like a fun, like, haha, wouldn't it just swap two things and have a good time with it? But you're at
Kermit and Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
To do a Muppet like you had suggested.
Not two. Oh yeah, there we go. Boom. Morpheus and Gandalf. Oh, okay. How's that swap around there?
Yeah.
Someone keeps editing Ace Ventura into other movies like Lord of the Rings and the Avengers.
Sure. I've seen a whole bunch of Frank Reynolds in movies from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah.
Being put into stuff.
Okay, so Vogue 1. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Vogue 1.
Mm-hmm.
Miranda Priestley and Darth Vader swap spots. Okay.
Yep.
Go.
It's hilarious.
Now, which Darth Vader? Are we talking
456?
Okay.
456 Darth Vader.
So let's say Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader.
Although the title is Vogue 1, should it be Darth Vader during Rogue One?
Let's say pre New Hope Darth Vader.
We see so Miranda Priestley as Darth Vader. We get everything Darth Vader was doing during Rogue One up to his appearance. So they switch back going into where he finally appears in the movie.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. So that's why he's in the movie so little.
Yes.
And that's why don't choke on your ambitions. Yeah, that sounds like something he'd say, right? This feels like a voice that would say that. This feels like a voice that would say that, right? I'm gonna try it. Don't choke on your ambitions, Krennic. Yeah. Nah, that's not Miranda. Okay.
I can't remember the thing she kept saying to Needle. What's her name?
Anne Hathaway's character. She just keeps like, "May the fierce be with you." Like,
no, like what she actually said in Devil Wears Prada.
Okay.
There was a.
Although
thing
"May the fierce be with you," I'm pretty proud of pulling that
out of nowhere. That is pretty good.
So Darth Vader wakes up in the early 2000s Manhattan apartment.
Yep.
And immediately starts like tearing up the like, wah! Oh shit! No, wait, no.
No, it'd be Miranda. It would be Miranda's voice.
Sees a 30-something-year-old woman in a robe and is just like,
where am I? What's happening?
this is
And
not...
her, I guess her assistant shows up.
Yeah.
You're late for your first set of meetings this morning.
Commands.
My meetings.
Yeah, take me to my meetings.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't sound much different actually, because she's this very clipped, authoritarian tone.
Mm-hmm.
Take me to my meetings, and like riding in a limousine, looking around like interesting
Getting
technology.
a handle of who am I again?
Tell me who I am again. You are Miranda
uh,
Priestley, the
and
editor-in-chief of Vogue magazine.
The first act would be mostly the shenanigans of figuring out their new life.
Yeah.
Um,
Starts wearing black.
yes. And then the second act for Darth Vader as Miranda would be running into trouble with clients, wanting to do what she says, like second guessing her.
Yeah.
Because Miranda / Darth Vader, they're not used to being second guessed.
Yeah. But also understanding that trying to blend in, realizing the Force is gone, only dealing with I am someone with authority, so I know that I can't fight. Maybe understanding the elegance, or like enjoying a more civilized empire that is the fashion world, like realizing there's a hierarchy here.
Yeah, I feel like Darth Vader would catch on to that very quickly,
Right.
and it would be a matter of his lack of mastery of that realm. That's sort of what that's what would cause trouble from the first into second act, is enough players around them start realizing something's wrong with Miranda. Miranda's not acting normal, and that's when the sharks start circling. Like, oh, maybe we can, because it's cutthroat politicking, backstabbery. So they
So they're sort
immediately
of beginning
start.
A coup.
What?
Are they going to be like
Not a full coup, but like literally the little rebellions start. And so Darth Vader has to quickly re-establish. Basically, the second act is losing his authority in his new the empire he finds himself in, the fashion empire.
So like, what is?
And so
Emily, what is? Sorry, I'm gonna remember.
Sure.
Devil Wears Prada. Go ahead.
So then coming out of the second act and going into the third is
Emily Blunt's character's name is Emily. Go
ahead. Darth Miranda basically has to give themselves / take Emily or one or two other characters as his confidants to help him montage what he needs to know about the fashion world.
In
the third act, he goes into these meetings again. He reestablishes, because in the second act he loses a bunch of clients, and to the point that we'll say the board is considering getting rid of Miranda. I don't know if that was how that was set up, or if Miranda was at the top. And so Darth Miranda has to basically reestablish authority. Doesn't necessarily have to prove knowledge of fashion enough to which, and then a lot of it is Darth Vader's confidence in these things, but then talking about them in a way that gets the people that she is presenting to be like, yes.
Yeah. This is not the first rebellion or resistance that Darth Vader has squashed. So it's first trying to figure out, okay, what's this world I'm in? Trying to impose authority as he once knew it in her body. Failing at that, realizing people are undermining her. He's okay. I need to know I think I know how this works. Okay, I need to apply as much as I can from my previous existence to this and shut this shit down.
Yeah.
I need to stop this resistance. I need to control the fashion world. I need to just treat this as the rebellion that is. Like, literally, I may not be able to force choke someone, but I will choke a bitch.
So there's an arc here, but I don't know what lesson Darth Vader learns.
Especially if we have to set Darth Vader to the status quo of New Hope Darth Vader or
Yeah.
Rogue One Darth Vader,
Yeah.
I don't know if there is any lesson learned other than
And maybe that's okay.
yeah.
Because then let's flip now.
Yeah.
Miranda wakes up in the body of this evil cyborg.
Right. So yeah. So wakes up in the tank, like the back to tank.
Sure.
It's like screams. Oh, and you know what? Here's an opportunity for we can still hear inner monologue. Like this is where I know you thought because you were mistaking it for Sex in the City, but it totally works. If Meryl Streep is internally monologuing, we get a lot more mileage out of like, what the hell is this? Where am I? Like getting the inner thought process of like, oh, I have powers. Apparently, if I move my hand like this,
I don't think. No, I think we can get a lot of that without.
Okay.
Without that, I don't know.
What in God's name am I wearing? A cape?
Sort of, right?
Is this a helmet?
Because. Sorry, sneeze. Because
mid-century
bots.
brutalism.
Because basically bots are helping to dress Darth Vader, right?
Is there
So she was
in the Devil Wears Prada, Stanley Tucci's character? It's like Jarvis or
it's not.
it's
Yeah.
It's like Nigel.
Okay.
Anyway, Stanley Tucci at some point in The Devil Wears Prada tells Andy, says, "Oh, you've crossed over to the dark side." So there is a potential to build out Miranda in Vader's body with the knowledge that I'm in Star Wars.
Sure.
But I interrupted you.
No, that's okay. So so Vader Priestley is dressed by bots,
Yeah.
right? So she can be questioning the whole time, and that's fine. It can actually what we could do, we could invent. You're gonna know Star Wars way better than I am, and you're gonna know what Darth Vader looked like pre-Rogue One.
Okay.
Darth Vader might not have the outfit Darth Vader has at the end of or during Rogue One.
The accoutrement that is.
No, it's established in
established,
episode 3.
There is. Well, no,
he didn't change his style in 30 years.
He did. There's buttons and dials swapped on the costume, but it's essentially the same thing. Yeah.
Dang! I was almost hoping that we could have
Miranda designed Darth
actually,
Vader's costume.
Yeah.
I would never choose a cape. Having a moment of her glaring at Tarkin, so like, and realize, or glaring at someone, and suddenly there's like, and the person's like, having Miranda realize like,
realize that she has powers that way.
Did I
just choke you without touching you? Oh yes, I can use this.
Having like that self-realization moment. Do you think she might be the type of character to be like, oh, this is one of those body swap empathetic arc genre stories. Fantastic.
You want to get meta and have her realize?
Maybe I don't know.
I think that doesn't appeal to me as with this character. Also, I don't think is the type of character to meta like that.
Yeah.
I think what she would realize, or what her arc is, what she's learning, what she's fighting against, is so Miranda has always been a warrior under siege, but never had an outright rebellion, right? Because she's she's always basically been in charge,
right?
And she nips any rebellion in the bud.
No one would dare.
And this is a different type of battle, right? She is now a literal. Well, she's not the emperor, but she's a literal general.
In a war, against a poorly dressed ragtag group of scrubby.
I like that you included the poorly dressed. But basically, the lessons she's going to learn is not that fashion isn't everything. Somehow her fashion knowledge needs to ideally help inform her on how to actually fight this rebellion. That gets Darth Vader
Mm-hmm.
on the track of the rebels, right?
Right.
If this is pre Rogue One.
Well, interestingly, we're talking about learning lessons. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be learn good lessons,
Correct.
because Vader can't change if we're literally popping to him in between.
Mm-hmm.
Miranda, we can do anything she wants. She does not change in The Devil Wears Prada.
No.
Like, she does reveal that she can change in that movie. She chooses not to. Like, she does give a hint of empathy that she does have it within her to grow and change. She does show weakness to Andy at one point in the film, and then throws it all away to keep her position
Sure.
in the world. So she doesn't fundamentally change.
No.
But she demonstrates at least self-awareness.
I'm thinking the lesson that she learns isn't one of how to be a nicer, better, well-rounded person. It's she learns the lesson of war. She learns to be more brutal.
Yeah. Like, at first she could even be like like the Death Star. She'd be like, Death Star. You can wow, isn't that a little on the nose there? It's that's an over-designed metaphor. Have we thought about the gray? We've committed to gray. Not much of a star, more like a moon. No, but to actually having learned the lessons of war. Yeah. Does she ultimately like leave Vader in that position of like, I will crush the rebellion at all costs, that he steps right back into without missing a beat?
Yeah, I think so, and that's why she then goes back to her life and has the commits to the same sort of cutthroat attitude.
Yeah. This is so silly.
Actually, what if it's specifically we set up a few characters, a few lieutenants who they're doing what's happening, what's currently happening to Vader. They smelled blood in the water. They're like, oh, something's wrong with Miranda. We're going to circle and try to take her out to get her
Similar
position.
thing is happening with Vader, where people are like, something's...
Lieutenants are like, they're trying to undermine Vader, and they're doing these things.
Maybe Miranda as Vader subtly, maybe she does like a mission adjustment that limits casualties. Like, that shows that slight bit of like, no, we should do it this way. That was an odd bit of empathy from weakness, pounce.
Sure, something like that. Yeah.
We'll do a Valkyrie on her or him. Yeah.
And so then her arc is similar, albeit not in the not on the art board of fashion and stuff, or on the runway of fashion and stuff. It's instead in the literal battlefield. Like, maybe Miranda has to get real cutthroat, and she has there's a point where one of these lieutenants, she's like, "You go. I want you to lead that charge." Me, sir.
Me, sir. Yeah.
But I thought I was going to command from here on the Star Destroyer, where I can best coordinate tactics.
Yeah.
I can do that. You should be on the battlefield. You deserve the glory.
Okay.
He basically sends him to die.
Yeah. Doesn't even realize she has a lightsaber. Like, never pulls it out.
Yeah.
It's this. God, man, if Cracked still made parody video stuff, having a Devil Wears, a Devil Wears Prada, the Sith Wears Prada, the Darth Wears Prada.
Sure.
The Devil Wears Vader. The Vader Wears Prada. There we go. Probably that. The Vader Wears Prada. Anyway, having that, like, just doing
Vogue One. It would just be
Vogue.
It's Vogue One.
Having the Devil Wears Prada play out on the Death Star. It's sort of like the undercover boss that Adam Driver did as Kylo Ren on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
If you've never seen that, it's very, very funny.
So I mean, we set this during Rogue One, so maybe
just before Rogue One.
Just before Rogue One, so we don't really have the. My initial notion was the parallel was going to be they each have someone that they are ultimately training up that is a threat to them. Darth Vader has Luke, and Miranda has Andy.
Yeah,
and they both essentially want to train them. They essentially are training them.
Yeah.
And will ultimately be replaced by them. But doing an earlier Vader doesn't allow that parallel.
Right. But having canon, you can recanonize characters all the time. Having the Inquisitors were added so you could do stuff like this. Having Moses Ingram, I think that was who played the sister in Obi-Wan, being someone that is like thinks she's subjugating herself to Vader for his favor, and then ultimately gets killed by him. Should have been killed by him. That show had its problems. Yeah, I think Miranda waking up, assuming control of a Star Destroyer with like her precision, realizing she has Force powers, and coming to she's not corrupted by the power. She just truly embraces the dark side. She's like
kind of, yeah.
And being able to take that back with her, to be to be the Ice Queen back in Manhattan when she gets there. Mm-hmm. Right. The lessons learned are bad ones.
It would be really fun to have. She wakes up, Emily drops something, and she reaches out to force choke. What are you doing, Miss Priestley? Nothing. Clean that up.
And then the end of the movie. And then Vader returns to the Bacta tank and is like, maybe a cape isn't the best idea.
Why does no, I disagree. What's wrong with capes? I think Incredibles started this fun joke that capes are bad.
I'm just picking a fashion thing.
No, I know, but
I love capes.
Capes have been shat on for like 20 years now.
I refuse to shit on a cape.
And the thing is,
I won't shit on a cape. I won't even wipe with a cape.
I kind of understand. Back when I was young and rebellious, yeah, capes are stupid because it's a sign of sort of the status quo of things. No, capes are cool and fun.
You know the first cape haters? You know who came along and said capes are no good?
Who's that?
Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
What?
Because for 30 years...
Oh, those sons.
For 30 years, DC had all these caped heroes like Batman and Superman and Green Lantern. And then Jack Kirby and Stan Lee came along and were like, you know what? No capes. We'll give one guy with a cape. Thor, that's it.
That's not true. They got capes all over the place. Doctor Doom has a cape. Doctor Strange has a cape. Really? Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that game. You threw me off. The friggin' oh my god, I can't remember his name. Friggin' Uatu has a cape.
All right.
Magneto has a cape. I'm gonna keep going.
No capes. The Fantastic Four didn't have them.
That's true.
Dr. Doom wasn't in the first book.
Okay.
No capes.
So because it's not in the first book, they're in the...
What do you know about fashion? May the fierce be with you. Okay. So when Vader and Miranda go back to their world, this would be a wonderfully silly... There's an issue of Ultimate Spider-Man where Peter and Wolverine swap. And
is there?
The comic opens with Brian Michael Bendis and Mark Bagley, the writer and the artist.
Uh-huh.
And it's Bendis doing an editorial note to start the comic.
Okay.
And it's Bendis saying, hello, everyone. You're about to read a 2-part story. Mark, tell him what you've done. No, I don't want to. Mark, tell him what you've done. I just said it would be funny if they Freaky Friday. And now Brian's making me draw it. And so the whole opening of it was Bendis saying, like, this is happening because of this. And then they do it, and then they go back, and they have the whole thing, and it's so silly because Peter actually, like, spikes his hair up like Wolverine. It's very, very silly. And then it ends with Bendis saying, like, you got that out of your system? You happy now? No. Anyway.
That's funny.
So all that said, Vogue 1, ladies and gentlemen. Can you think of an Andy and Dwight title? Because if I'll let you do that right now, because I think what I'm going to do is I think we're going to wrap the episode up here. I know this wasn't like...
Parks and Rec, but Rec, W-R-E-C-K.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Parks and Shroot Farms and Recreation. That's okay. We don't have to do that. Okay. Barry, we had some brainstorming here. I think at the very least we beat out Vogue 1 for you in a fun way. I really do think the Dwight Andy one was probably the best one we came up with. That it kind of like naturally unfolded pretty elegantly. But I now throw it to you, Barry. How did we do? You gotta let us know. You listening, you gotta let us know. Okay. What do you think of this episode? Hit us up if you agree or disagree, or if we missed something, whatever. You know what?
I want to hear your ideas.
You can.
No, not you, not you, TC. I've heard your
I've
ideas.
given you my ideas. Yeah.
I'm speaking to the audience directly. Yes. You listening. I want to hear your ideas.
And they can do that oh God, what's happening? What's happening?
Oh,
whoa! Whoa!
The magic is
It's happening. The magic is happening right here.
You can message us directly at studiodemandsit.com or on Instagram at studiodemandsit. If you're not already, you can subscribe to us on all the podcatchers of your choice. And if you feel like giving us a little review, you can do it in your podcast app, and that helps the show out there in the algorithm. Whoop. You can also find us on YouTube and TikTok, where we post video content, including material not heard here on the show. And Jim?
How did I get on this side of the table? Join the conversation over on the Discord, which is I don't have it written down in front of me. I don't remember what it's called. It's called you gotta say it over on your mic.
Oh, you want us to?
No, forget it. I'm trying to do a bit. What's your Discord called?
It's what? The Discord. You go to the website, studiodemandsit.com.
Yeah.
The Discord link to the server is there at the top of the website.
Oh, and you can go there. Or you can go to our subreddit, which is r/studiodemandsit, and go there. And then you can have conversations about this, or pitch your own ideas, or tell us how right and or wrong we are. We'd love to know what other swaps you'd want to do there. And you can do that.
Broop. And if you want more, we have a Patreon.
What?
For a couple bucks a month, you can get episodes early, commercial-free, as well as extended double-length episodes and movie commentary tracks. And you can also just show us some love by subscribing for free.
You know, the fun thing about those commentary tracks, Jim, is that there's bonus episodes within those commentary tracks, TC.
As a massive thank you to 6'5 Media for everything they do. A massive thank you to 6'5 Media for everything they do for us. Please check out the other 6'5 shows.
Oh, I want to do a quick plug then, speaking of 6'5 shows. There's a new show that's going to be coming to 6'5 called Father Figures, which is a podcast about fatherhood in all of its forms. I don't know if it's on the site quite yet, but David let me know about it. And yeah, it's Ron is going to be the host, and it'll be about fatherhood. And so keep an eye out for that. I will keep you all posted when that occurs. But you know what the silly thing is, Jim? We don't need to switch mics. It's not like we're recording on such separate channels that I'm on the left side and you're on the right side.
But it was fun to run to the other chair, and then actually I could read this. So I'm gonna little bit of inside baseball, making the sausage. We were in the middle of a bit, as you probably know because you were listening to the podcast, you the audience, and then the computer had a thing that went down, so we basically had to. Basically, the computer didn't like our bit, and the computer said no more. No more of this.
Listen,
bit. The computer put us back in our proper bodies.
Yeah, literally.
Lessons learned.
Yeah, we did. We did learn a few lessons there.
TC should handle the computer.
And I hope that you all learned some lessons as well. So thank you all for listening. We will be back again soon to, I don't know, have some fun, right?
Yep.
Who knows what's going to happen next. But thank you for another great demand and for those giving us your time and putting your ears on this. So yeah, Jim?
Next time, the demand is the student. That was terrible. Yeah. No, I got nothing. Goodbye. Thank you.
Shaking my head.
Goodbye. Thank you. See you on the internet.
I don't even know who you are
Goodbye.
anymore.
Thank you. See you on the internet.
Wait a minute. That's not what Jim would say.
Force joke. Force joke. Force joke.
I knew it. You're Miranda Priestley.